Hello, welcome back to the Botanical Cake Studio. Today I'm going to talk to you about dehydrators. Now you might be familiar with these, or you might be thinking, what has a dehydrator got to do with sugar flowers? Well, as I've discovered over the summer, it can be a sugar flower artist's best friend. So what is a dehydrator? Essentially, it's a type of compact oven that can be set at low temperatures. Traditionally, it's used for drying meat, vegetables, fruit and herbs in order to preserve them. However, it's also really useful for drying your sugar flowers. Now, this might be to simply speed up the drying process between layers in order to work on your flower more quickly. Or it could be to semi-dry petals before applying them, eliminating the need to just wait around for them to set up. Or if you live somewhere with high humidity, then this could actually be the only way that you can get your flowers to firm up, full stop. Once they are dry, you can then pack them away safely to protect them from humidity levels in your room. Now, I don't actually have too much of a problem with humidity. I live in southeast London and my studio is quite airy, so it doesn't normally get high moisture levels. So I didn't think that a dehydrator was actually something that I needed. However, having spoken to a few of my Facebook group members about their experiences, I realised just how useful a piece of equipment it could be. So over the summer, I took the plunge and invested in quite a large one, meaning that my students can come to in-person classes and be able to dry their petals and set their flowers up quickly during the classes. This means that we can work through more complex flowers and they can get them done from start to finish in just one day class. That was the theory anyway, although I now actually just use it for every single flower that I make as it speeds up the process so much. For roses, I don't need to wait for petal drying times and I can set the rose in a more open position without the need for supports. For dahlias, I can set each layer of petals really quickly, and this is especially useful for flowers that have lots of petals that are individually glued into place, because if you start working on the layers too quickly without them setting, then you can easily have lots of them fall away. So with a dehydrator, you can just pop them in after you've applied each layer, and by the time you've worked on the next layer of petals, it will be nice and dry for you to apply them straight away. I can make sprigs of foliage from start to finish really quickly, and you can set centres of flowers and create wired petals and then put them all together, assemble them in one day. I honestly would not be without my dehydrator now, and I just really wish that I'd invested in one years ago, as it would have just saved me so much time. So that's why I wanted to share my experience with you. Perhaps you've already got a dehydrator and you're already wise to this amazing tool, but if you're not, I put together a blog post to explain a little bit more information about it. I've detailed how I use mine and what temperature and drying times that I use. And I've also included some recommendations for different sizes and budgets for you. I've included the one that I use and also some recommended by my Facebook group members as well. I hope you found this short video useful. If you have, please do give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to the Botanical Cake Studio for all the latest tips and tutorials.